Final time here at the Austrian Darts Open. Phil Taylor, no stranger to a semi-final on the big stage, looking for a glorious return to the European Tour. A couple of years since he's played in any of these events. But K.Anderson stands in his way and he's already beaten Michael van Gerwen. Paul Nicholson joining me for this one. Paul?
The giant killer, K.Anderson.
Yeah, well, what does he need to do to kill this particular darting giant?
Not to be obvious, but I just think he's got to get up there, be aggressive, like he was at the end of the MVG match, and really just take the game to him. He didn't make a lot of, silly mistakes in his game with MVG, and that bullseye shooting will be talked about for weeks. It was prolific, and if he gets bulls again, he's going to have to hit them, because Phil's scoring over the last couple of games has been very, very good.
Certainly has. Taylor's averaged over 100 in each of his games on the way to this semi-final, beating Steve West, Kim Hybrex and Stephen Bunting.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. First leg is carried for the first. Come on.
Anderson about to get us underway then for this one. Starts with a treble 20 and a treble 17, so a good start from K.Anderson.
Yeah, that's what I've been looking for, really. 131, 137, 140, 180 ideally, but a really good solid start. Just to show Phil his intention and his confidence at the start. He's got experience playing Phil as well. He has played him on a few occasions.
140.
So like Dan and I were expressing earlier, when he was playing MVG, sometimes you have to learn how to play a player. And that's definitely the case with Phil Taylor.
100.
You have to get used to his rhythm and what he does when he hits winning doubles.
Anderson started this journey with a win against Ross Smith on Friday.
100.
And then, listen to this for the tasks that he's had to overcome. He beat Menso Suljevic, Austria's favourite son. Then Jelle Klassen.
100.
Then Michael van Gerwen. But Phil
130.
Taylor's going to be a walk in the park for K.Anderson, surely.
No, I don't know about that. He's definitely doing the right thing here. He could have gone for the bull
98.
there. Sensibly did not. If you'd have offered K.Anderson at the start of this match to be sitting on 32 after 12 darts in the first leg, he would have snatched your hand off.
Well, there's the pressure from the power 177. Just to remind K.Anderson that he's not playing no mug. But he's no mug himself.
K.Anderson.
There's a distinct difference now in the approach time to the hockey from K.Anderson. Earlier in this tournament, he was still hitting doubles, but he was taking a bit more time. I think he's got his eye in properly now.
140.
Dan and I also mentioned about getting your eye in, like a cricketer, when you first go to the crease. He's definitely got himself in now. That bat is hitting that ball out of the park.
82.
He seemed to play better and better towards the back end of the World Cup before they were eliminated by the Netherlands. And he's just carried on that form into this tournament. Phil Taylor finding the treble 20.
140.
Two of those darts.
I think that the further you go into the tournament, you find yourself being more confident, and you should, because you keep winning. Not just that, but you get used to the temperature of the arena. You get used to the throw and the slight differences visually that you have from board to board in different cities. So you're used to it now. You know everything that you're going to expect.
100.
1-2-1 after 9 darts for Taylor, so a very competent leg on his own throw.
59.
No pressure from his Australian opponent. The 1-2-1. Well, there's a 1.
That's exactly what you say to yourself in your head if you do that.
81.
You think, that's all right, I've got to hit a 1 at some point.
Yeah, and then single 20, treble 20, leaves double top. Exactly what he intended to do.
Indeed, I'm sure he did.
134 for the required 40.
No way to say that he wouldn't do that.
Yeah, Taylor gets it in the end. Double top.
Third leg is counted.
13 dart leg.
Game on.
Just like the first one. Now, Kyle has won some tournaments around the world. He hasn't just
93.
localised himself by winning Australian tournaments, and we should mention that he's won the Oceanic Masters, which is highly prestigious in the Australasian region, because that tournament
100.
allows both Australians and New Zealanders to try and get into the World Championships via a knockout tournament, usually around the sort of September, October time. He has won that
100.
tournament, and it's very hard to win it. But he's won the Japan Open as well, which, again, very prestigious tournament. There are some great names on that trophy, including Andy Jenkins.
100.
Yeah, it takes a very good player to win some of those tournaments in Australia, Mr. Nicholson.
Yeah, I got a few of those. He's also won the Australian match play, Kyle, which I won twice.
126.
I won the very first one, and I defended the trophy the following year against Steve MacArthur in the final in a really good game. And the beautiful thing about that tournament is it was double start.
137.
Switching down, looking for the treble 17. He's left to finish, but Anderson is looking handy in this leg. Taylor would have to clean up this 164.
136. Phil require 164.
So he's going the treble 19 route and not hitting it. Anderson will come back for 46.
The throw is going to be huge in this match
64.
by the looks of it.
Kyle require 46.
Kyle strong in his throw in leg one. Taylor strong in his in the second. Interesting.
Game
But
shot on the
effective.
third leg. Kyle Anderson. Both leg is still in the
Everyone's got
third
their own way
first.
of going,
Game
but
on.
maybe that was just a way of staying focused. He would have come a cropper though. If he'd have hit treble 15, that would have been an incredible bust.
121.
Good start to this match, though. Yeah, we've seen some incredible busts this weekend.
Yeah, imagine that. Imagine if he'd bust 46 with one dart.
100.
That might have topped the lot.
We've seen 173 bust by Gerwin Price, a 120 finished bust by Peter Wright, and then 90 bust in the last match by Nigel Hayden.
100.
That possibly cost him a place in this semi-final lineup.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to touch wood right now that we don't have any more, because we want pure quality all the way through the rest of the night. Just like that.
180.
Yeah, pure quality from Kyle Anderson, and he's been producing those kind of darts here this weekend in Vienna. He's already seen off MVG.
100.
Hot favourite for the tournament. Now, he's got Phil Taylor in his sights.
Well, it's looking like he's going to be at Blackpool this year, Kyle, and I think he's going to be a different animal there this year. Made his debut last year and was very, very good
57.
against a brilliant James Wade. I think if he goes back there, knowing what to expect, almost like what we were talking about going into a tournament, later in the day when you've already had wins there. I think he
100.
wants to go to
Kyle
Blackpool
require 164.
and really make a try of this. There's nobody he's afraid of now.
Well, Taylor couldn't take this in the last leg. Anderson also hits a single 19, so Taylor will look to clean up 80
64.
to restore
Phil
parity
require 80.
after 4 legs in the match.
Well, if he doesn't take this 80, he might just do it. He's going to have to hit double 5 to hold his throw. It's
70.
not there, so Kyle's got
Kyle
a really good
require
sniff here.
100.
If he misses the 60, but he hasn't. Clean top shot. Wow,
shot
great
of the
shot
fourth
from
leg.
Anderson.
Kyle Anderson.
He's broken the
Fifth leg
power.
is counted through first. Game on.
Well. Kyle Anderson moving towards his first PDC final, it seems. I think the point you were making before about the Australian finals has been he is accustomed to winning tournaments, Kyle Anderson.
140.
Winning is a habit. I mean, if you look at, for instance, when Simon Whitlock came over from, butchering the DPA circuit in 2009, came over and made the final of the
95.
World Championships and just carried on that wave of confidence. Then he started winning Pro Tours and, winning in Europe, culminating in that European Championship win. That's the kind of success
100.
that Kyle has watched on TV, and he wants a bit of that cake.
Yeah, well, he's halfway there in this match, but only halfway there because there is no player in this sport, perhaps in any sport, more accustomed to winning than Phil the Power Taylor.
100.
right. And no matter who you are, how fit you are, you've got to be used to that heat up there now. It is so hot up there.
100.
Some of the guys are struggling. You just got to get on with it. And if one of these two guys is used to hot stages, it's Phil Taylor, because there's no hotter stage ever in the world of darts in the Circus Tavern. And he won there an awful lot. But he's a little elder in years now, and whether that will have an effect on him, we were about to find out.
Yeah, well, not a bead of sweat on Phil Taylor. Terry Jenkins suffering in the heat earlier on,
97.
but he's in the semi-finals. He'll play Michael Smith after this.
Not a bead of sweat from K.Anderson either. He'll be used to this heat.
Cool customer.
Even though he lives in Nottingham now.
140.
He wants 64 for a 4-1 lead.
64 for Daylight. Tops it is for Daylight.
Game shot on the fifth flag.
Wow.
K.Anderson.
What are we witnessing, ladies and gentlemen?
Game on.
Yep. K.Anderson moving ever closer to the final here, but Phil Taylor's got something to say about that. Haven't you, Phil?
Oh, he certainly does.
Now, he threatened a 9-darter earlier on. He went 8 darts in and then missed double 12.
100.
Give him two choices right now. 9-darter or the leg. He'd take the leg.
Well, the first choice is gone.
60.
Visibly disappointed with just 60 there, because the first two darts were begging for a 60 to land just on top of the other two.
Look at those averages, both around the 107 mark. A
91.
real high quality affair. But the one important stat on that screen is that K.Anderson has won 4 legs. Phil Taylor's only won 1. Look at that. 13, 13, 14, 14, 14.
140.
Wonderful darts.
Absolutely sensational. I remember a game between Phil Taylor and John Lowe many years ago. It was at the World Championships, actually, and there's just rows of really good darts like that.
180. Phil Taylor 127.
127 for Taylor. Now then. Oh, he's missed a big number. He won't get a shot at the bullseye, and that could be a fatal mistake, because the man that he's playing has not missed a dart at a double yet.
That third dart wasn't what he wanted either. He has left a 2-darter though. That's important. But is he going to get a shot at it? Well, if he'd hit the 60, we would have backed him for the bullseye the way he's been hitting it today.
Yep, but Taylor's got 58 left. 18. The double top. Awkward for the power.
18.
Awkward for the power, and K.Anderson will return
70.
for another break of throw and a 5-1 lead. Needs 70.
Where's he going to go? 18s it is. It's right in the corner. Double 8. He's got room. And he's thinking now.
54.
Yeah, the grunt of frustration, because I think he
40.
thought about it too much.
Having not failed at any double attempt before that in this match, K.Anderson misses 2 darts at double 8 for a 5-1 lead. And Phil Taylor takes it out, last dart in hand.
A right smile from K.Anderson in the background there.
Game on.
When you hit it last dart, it's almost saying to your opponent, you know what? Am I going to miss? Am I going to miss? No, I'm not. Don't get any ideas.
84.
I'm still here. I still want to be Austrian Darts Open Champion 2016, that's for sure.
Now
Phil Taylor doesn't come here to lose.
No, and he's looking to construct a maximum at the start of this leg.
140.
The great players that we have in the game right now, the Andersons, the Wrights, the Wades, they genuinely look at the top prize and say,
81.
I'm going to make plans for that money because I know I can win it. You think it was curtains if Anderson took that to 5-1?
140.
It remains to be seen how big a moment that is in the match, but the first little chink in his armour in this performance
80.
anyway. And as you said, he was so proficient on the bull earlier on. He would have backed him here if he'd have got a shot at the 130, but Taylor now looking to fill it up. 140, but leaves him handy in the leg.
He's teasing us with those 180s.
And this is a chance for that break back for Phil Taylor. Anderson needs to take a big chunk out of 256. And he does that.
That's not a bad
Further require
chunk.
81.
You're going to leave anything by not hitting that last 60. That wasn't a bad miss.
12. Oh, he's gone treble 10. Risky,
Yeah,
but
he's shot
effective.
the
Well
seventh
done, Phil
flag.
Taylor.
Phil Taylor.
He gets the break back that he needed.
Flag is filled
And
to fill
Kyle
first.
Anderson missed 2
Game
darts
on.
to go 5-1 up in this match. Now it's back on throw. Phil Taylor just a leg behind.
But what does that tell you? I'm not even looking at the 12. I don't need you, number 12. I want a treble 10 because I know I'm going to hit it. That showed courage, and I like that.
83.
Not the way I would go, because I would like the banker of having the bullseye shot.
How will Anderson respond? Pretty well.
140.
Pretty well indeed. This is a good game of darts. Do not take your eyes off it. Is he?
140.
Still not bad. Mirrors the Kyle Anderson 140 from the previous visit.
91.
Sensible darts from Kyle. Takes the 1 off the score. So now he knows on 270 that when he comes back to the board, if he wants to leave a finish, all he needs is a straight ton. A 140 will leave
100.
a really nice looking 130.
And looking, as we said, for his first final in the PDC, Kyle Anderson. Also looking for his first win against Phil Taylor.
81.
3 times he's played him in World Series events in Sydney and Perth. Lost on each of those occasions, and in the Players' Championship last year. So this would be a massive moment for the original. But Phil Taylor, a fabulous setup, and it's looking like it's going to be 4 legs each and a race to 2.
Well, he left 270, he hit a 60 and a single 20 and a groan at the end when he pulled it into the 1.
Phil, you require 40.
And now he's got to rely on mistakes from Phil, and I can't see it. He's done this before, and he's done it again.
Shot on the A flag.
Mini
Phil
fist
Taylor.
pump
9 flag is
from the
Kyle
non-throwing
first. Game
hand
on.
of the power.
It's got to hurt when you're stood behind Phil Taylor. He's got 1 dart left. You're thinking, please just miss. And invariably he hits it. Inevitably
100.
he hits it.
Is this going to be one of the stories in the practice room over the next few weeks where Kyle said should have been 5-1 up?
Yeah.
What is the ending going to be?
Well,
100.
one of 2 ways, of course, but Kyle Anderson has not been in this position in the PDC. He's not beaten Phil Taylor. He's not been in the final. How could that affect what happens in the next 5 minutes or so?
100.
I think if you'd beaten him before on the big stage in a semi-final, then he would draw on that. But he doesn't have anything to draw on. If he was to win this match, then this is the start of something for Kyle Anderson. It already is. But he's having to draw on something that he's never done before. It's difficult. It's purely just drawing on the confidence in your ability.
100.
Both players averaging well over the 100 mark. Taylor's done that in every match so far.
$60.
This is very similar to the game he had against Jelle Klaassen. Way over the 100 average. Tight game. Oh, this is good. It's very, very, very good. It's as good as it gets. Finds himself 217 points in front in a leg that you feel he has to win to keep the momentum that he needs to win this match.
Well, he is showing no sign of buckling. Kyle Anderson, as we said before, he had a couple of darts at double 8, having previously hit all 4 doubles. They went begging. He's got, well, as many as he wants at the moment.
Don't think too much, Kyle. Not a bad guy. Just bump it in off that. That's even better. There it is.
Shot on the 9 flag. Kyle Anderson.
Now we'll find out what you made of.
First.
Kyle Anderson is 1 leg away from sending the power packing in Vienna and reaching the final of the Austrian Darts Open. Phil Taylor looking for his first maximum in this match, and he gets it. You're not there yet, Mr. Anderson. Well, can he follow him in?
He can.
And he does.
180.
Well, he threatened a 9-dart finish yesterday, Taylor. It won't be happening this time around. And Kyle Anderson with the perfect response to that
100.
maximum.
Tell you what, that third dart from Phil Taylor was absolutely sensational.
Sticking with him, though. He's sticking with him.
96.
Yeah, that's all right. It's a good leg of darts, this. Could go either way. Phil in the driving seat, though. Massively so now. When he needed the 180s, he brought it to the table.
Yeah, looking at 41 for 11-dart leg. Where's Anderson going to be? He's going to be hot on his heels.
140.
Well, you can't make any mistakes now, Phil. No hesitation. Double 16, and we're going all the way, and we are going all the way.
Phil Taylor, 11 and
Put
final
your
leg
cups
is
of tea and your
Phil
cups of coffees
first.
down.
Come
Watch this
on.
leg. This could be tasty.
Well, you said earlier on how important will the throw be in this match. It's gone all the way, 10 legs played, and Kyle Anderson has the throw, but he's thrown the first dart into the 5, the second one into the single 20, and that is not the start he wanted in a deciding leg.
Absolutely not. And did you see on the third dart, he thought about switching to the 19s, then went back. What you don't need in this situation is indecision.
100.
Make a choice, commit to it.
Well, Taylor finds a treble.
That's what you
Anderson
need.
finds a treble. And another. And another one. 180 from Kyle Anderson. His 4 for the match
That's
in
possibly
the
the best
deciding leg.
180 of his life.
$140.
It's blow for blow here at the Austrian Darts Open. One of these men will be in the final. Kyle Anderson looking to make his first in the PDC. Phil Taylor looking to make his millionth.
100.
His million. That second dart from Kyle was delightful. He'll be looking for a 140 when he comes back.
140.
Just like that.
Right, Kyle, can he put the pressure on? Taylor's going to get a shot. That combination finish, 121. But what will Kyle Anderson be waiting on?
That was a snatch.
85. Phil require 121.
We've seen him so many times hit these on the ball to win matches. Double 14 to win it. Oh, he's not got it.
107.
So 91
Kyle require
points
91.
separate Kyle Anderson from the final here in Vienna.
Which way will he go? He's gone for the ball. That means 41 points. That means 32 points. Oh, still 32 points, and Taylor's going to return.
40.
Is Kyle Anderson's chance gone?
Could well be. 3 dots in hand. It's below. It's good. That's better. 6-5 Taylor with his classic. Well done to both players. Great game of darts. Congratulations, Kyle Anderson, on a great run. But you ran into the 16-time world champion who progresses to the Austrian Darts Open final here in Vienna after a sabbatical from European darts, and will play either Michael Smith or Terry Jenkins.
Yeah, Kyle Anderson's a big say in this tournament, but the final was just one step too far. Phil, the power teller, is in that final.
Ein
We'll see
hochklassiges
who he'll face
Match.
next.
Weltklasse Darts von Kyle Anderson und Phil the Power Taylor. Das hat uns zu Recht, glaube ich, alle von den Sitzen gerissen. Und so darf es natürlich auch im zweiten Halbfinale weitergehen. Terry Jenkins trifft dort auf Michael Smith. Und wie gesagt, Interviews gibt es jetzt keine, denn wir wollen Phil Taylor natürlich die nötige Zeit geben, sich aufs Finale vorzubereiten. Also, zweite Halbfinale gleich in wenigen Augenblicken.